I wanted to do a quick video for all my non-voters out there, or people that may know a non-voter who hasn't voted in the past, doesn't plan to vote now, or never wants to vote in the future, right? I'm just gonna let you know, not a good idea, okay? First of all, my name is Matt Stevens. This is your Matt Minute in Politics, in case you do not know who I am. Second of all, this is not an endorsement for any candidate. No campaign, no party, none of that. I just want to speak to the people that say that they don't want to vote. Here's the long and short of it. Most of what we vote on are state and local elections. They're state and local issues, I should say, right? So those issues at state and local level affect us a lot faster than things going on at the federal level, right? Whether it's the presidency, any of that stuff, White House, Congress, that's fine and good and all. We should all participate in that. But it's sometimes not the most important thing. A lot of times it's what's going on in our backyards. We're talking roads, we're talking schools, bridges, how money's allocated in our communities, parks and recreation, all of those types of things, getting potholes filled, everything. That's state and local stuff. Even elections are state and local, right? Keep that in mind. When you say no to voting because you don't like who's at the top of the ticket, everybody under them on that same ticket loses the value of your voice because you have failed to participate in the entire process because you didn't like one person. And that doesn't make any sense at all. I get issues about Biden and Trump. Again, this video is not about them. Feel that way about every presidential election. You can always say that, but here's the thing. You're robbing your community of your voice. I'm going to use a couple quick contemporary examples, let you get in the comment section, and I'm out of here, right? First is Breonna Taylor, okay? We all know about her unfortunate murder earlier in 2020, and the gentleman that decided that no murder charges were going to be brought against the officers who stormed her house, her apartment, and shot her 6 times while she slept. That gentleman's name is Daniel Cameron. Daniel Cameron is the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, right? The Attorney General is a statewide elected official. So imagine what his next election may look like, knowing what happened in the Breonna Taylor case or any other cases that he may weigh in on between now and when he's up for re-election in 2023, I believe, right? Second is the George Floyd case, okay? There were murder charges brought against the officers in that case, and we by now are all familiar all around the world with the unfortunate circumstances of his case. And you have to remember that Keith Ellison brought those charges against those officers, and Keith Ellison is the Attorney General this time of the state of Minnesota. And that is another statewide elected position. So you're seeing where I'm going with this is that these big headlines always have a state and sometimes even local component to them because there were police departments involved in both Breonna Taylor and George Floyd's cases. Those may or may not have elected sheriffs involved in there. They obviously have district attorneys that are involved in those cases because at the county level, we have the district attorney or city attorneys. So think about that type of stuff. Finally, think about all these long lines we've seen everywhere for voting and people's names being struck from the rolls and, people having to wait all this time, myself included, to vote in the early voting period, right? Well, guess what? Elections are administered usually statewide. Elections are state and local affairs. And so when you have these long lines, guess who administers the elections? The Secretary of State, another statewide elected position. So that's why I'm saying is that this stuff has real, impacts and consequences all the time on our lives. And when you say no to voting, period, because you don't like who's at the top of the ticket, the shit flows downhill, Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you may want to or not want to make your plan to vote. Do your research, do your homework, vote for the candidates, because there's multiple, that best represent your interests in your local community. Now, my social media is in the bottom left-hand corner at Mr. Prune Juice. Please get in the comments on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you're watching this video. Let me know what you think. I would love to respond and have some civilized dialogue with you about this. But I do not agree with not voting. Okay, so I'll just put that out there. But again, I'm not endorsing any candidate or any party with this video. That's not it. I just want to let you know that there's more at stake in 2020 in every election than just the presidency. Again, my name is Matt Stevens. This is your Matt Minute in Politics. I look forward to coming to you with another quick video very soon. So take care and please continue to stay safe out there.